fantastic Thursday morning. I just thought I wanted to bring out a new video this morning just before I go to work. But before I do, I just wanted to introduce myself to everybody who's just been recently subscribing. I am the Leeds United I am just a Leeds thing. Sorry, my cat is like irritating me. I'm just a Leeds thing, and I always try to bring out Leeds United content on a daily basis, whether that's transfer news, match pre-match reactions, and everything surrounding Leeds United. And hopefully, and hoping and praying that in the future, I will be able to bring out some more content in the upcoming future. So, I just wanted to talk about a little bit of a situation that's been going around or floating around the social media space right now, and that's the whole no transfers and. Is it time to worry? Is it time to panic? I don't think so. I mean, there is a lot of people out there who are like slagging off the 49ers and who are like getting in this like panic station and panic mode, shall we say. And it's like, why? Just calm down a little bit. Like, I understand why you would be frustrated because obviously there's teams around us still who are continuously doing business, who are bringing in players and stuff like that, whereas we have to continuously get rid of players to be able to bring players in, and that's how it looks like, doesn't it? That's how it looks like, in my opinion, where we have to be able to sell players to bring a player in. We sell a player, we have to bring a player in, we sell a player, and I think the cycle goes on. You know what I get, you know what I mean. And according to the YEP, the YEP has pretty much come out and said that there's going to be no more signings until after the Cardiff game, and I don't really see it being much of a big deal. I think with the 49ers, they're doing everything at a slow pace, which is fine, which is in a sense worrying and fine at the same time if you want to put it into perspective, because with other teams bringing in 5, 6, 7 players and Leeds United only bringing in 2 players, you can understand why a lot of Leeds United fans are getting a bit worried. But in my opinion, I think Leeds United have a decent squad. I think Leeds United have a strong squad going ahead against Cardiff. It's not like we've just come up from the from League One, is it? And we're not like expanding or like investing into the squad. So in my opinion, I don't really think it's much to worry about. It's only what 2-3 days until the Cardiff game anyway, so we'll have to wait and see. We're all begging for a striker, and we're all begging for a left back. Jason just said, "Have you heard anything about Poulsen?" I don't know if he's still linked or not. To be honest with you, I mean, there was rumours, wasn't there, a few weeks ago, that he was supposed to be linked to the club. But personally, I don't really see him coming from RB Leipzig, who's playing in the Champions League, to the Championship. You know, I mean, I don't really want him, in my opinion, because he's just another Patrick Bamford, in my opinion, from everything that I've analysed and everything that I've researched. He just reminds me of a little bit better quality, but exactly like him. He'll miss the chances. It takes him ages to score. Yes, he is a proven goal scorer, but it takes him a while just to be able to get onto the score sheet. So I don't really see that one happening. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but then again, it's like the fee of as well. It's like, are Leeds United going to go out there and spend £10 million on another Patrick Bamford, where there's like Joe Perreault, who's still speculating of leaving Swansea City for about 12 to 15 million. So excuse me. Yeah, I can't really see that one happening. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's anything to worry about when it comes to the Cardiff game. I think with the likes of the 49ers, they're not going to sit here and let Leeds United just sink. I think they're doing the business very smartly. Yes, it's quite slow, but at the same time, they've got to get the right man at the right time. So there's still 5 weeks left. According to someone in the comments below, they were saying that it finishes in the first week or towards the last end of, like, towards the last day of the first week of September. So we're going to have to just watch that space. Into the next news, Brendon Williams apparently isn't linked, or was never linked to the club. I mean, there was a lot of speculation going around that because Manchester United wanted to sell Brendon Williams, Leeds United were in a sense linked to the player, and that wasn't the case, because according to the YEP, the Yorkshire Evening Post, a reliable source for Leeds United, Brendon Williams was never linked to Leeds United, and I think the reason why the media was linking him is because obviously, one, Leeds United need a new left back because obviously Junior Firpo's injured. Two, Daniel Farke has worked with Brendon Williams before, so he would know the system. He would know who excuse me. he would know the system and he knows the players because obviously he played with him in Norwich. He's played for Manchester United 47 times, so he's not a bad. He wouldn't have been a bad target in my opinion. But at the same time, I just think it would be more of a rumor mill, in if you ask me. So yeah, this one has just been debunked by the YEP. So we just have to wait and see what happens with Sam Byram, because if Sam Byram comes in, I personally think Sam Byram will be okay. I mean, with the system and with how everything's been looking over the pre-season, it's looking more and more likely that Daniel Farker is wanting more of an inverted left back, and then a right back who can go bomb forward. I think that's going to be more so Luke Ayling this year. So that's going to be one to watch. So if we do get some Byram, I won't be too bothered. But there is a lot of some reason there is a lot of Leeds fans now saying that, because since a few bigger Leeds United content creators are saying, oh well, I prefer a left-footed left back. Now a lot of Leeds United fans are saying, oh well, we don't want Simon right back because he's not left-footed. And that doesn't make sense, because to me, if he can do a job in left back, it doesn't matter whether he's left-footed or right-footed. It doesn't matter. Sign him up, you know. But yeah, that's my opinion. And Brendon Williams was never linked to the squad. And as well, I just want to talk a little bit more about Willie Gnonto. He is, I don't know, it's starting to annoy me now, isn't it? I mean, the amount of news that's going on, it's like 1 minute he wants to stay, 1 minute he wants to leave, next minute it's linked away, next minute he's going to stay. And again, apparently Everton, according to Joe Donoghue, I didn't know if he was true or not, but he does work with the YEP, I do believe. He's pretty much coming out and saying that Everton are now wanting to increase their bid for Willie Gnonto, even though Willie Gnonto's agent came out and said that the talks have broken down between the two clubs. So I don't know what's happening there. So in my opinion, I think no one knows what's going on with Willie Gnonto. I mean, if Everton are going to step up the bid, I mean, there was £20 million rejected. So if they're going to be signing the striker from Southampton, then we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. Jason just put, when things go quiet, journalism goes into imagination mode, guess they. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've got nothing to talk about. And this is when Phil Hay came out, wasn't it? Maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, before Leeds United signed their first player. He was pretty much saying that he was worried, or Leeds United are not going to be able to sign anybody. And maybe a few days later, the news came out that Leeds United was signing their first centre midfielder, Ethan Ampadu. So when it comes to that, they need to try and sell a story, don't they? They need to try and get the word out, or try and get like a headline out that's going to sell, so they can make money from it. So it's true, isn't it? I mean, it's a load of bollocks in my opinion when they do that, because it's like all we care about. Because I'm no journalist, I'm just a football fan like yourself. I've just come onto YouTube, and I bring out the news that I see, and I just give my opinion. So I want to have reliable journalism. I want to have like reliable news coming out of Leeds United. I don't want all this like crap that comes out, and it's a load of nonsense. And this is why it's confusing me, or it's starting to irritate me now, that this whole Willie Gnonto situation. Like I said, it's like 1 minute he wants to stay, 1 minute he wants to go, the next minute Everton wanted to buy him again. So I don't know. I mean, according to reports, Southampton or Everton are linked with the Southampton striker. Whether that's going to come off or not, I don't know. They're going to be trying to sell him from about 12 to 15 million pounds. So you're just going to have to watch that space, because it's like I said, if they're apparently interested or stepping up the interest of Willie Gnonto again, where are they getting the funds from? Because it's like I say, they're still in like financial, like their financial fair play rules are still there. The investigation is still there, so they can't buy players just for the sake of it. They're going to have to continue selling players. So I was talking to an Everton fan, and he was saying something about like the Damari Gray still on the talks of leaving Everton. So we're going to have to wait and see. I don't know how much he said it was. I think it was maybe like 13 million or something like that. But even so, that's not really going to fund the Willie Gnonto thing, is it really? Unless they're going to pay like over like a few years, like 5 years or something like that. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, and excuse me, only a few days now, guys, until Cardiff City. Will be bringing out a match preview, I think Saturday if I can, but just stay tuned for that. I'm really excited. It's come around really quick, hasn't it, the game, the season? So I'm gonna have to watch that space, and hopefully Leeds United will get all 3 points. But yeah, if you've made it to this video, comment in the comment section below. what your predictions are for the Leeds United and Cardiff City game. I'm going to be saying it's going to be 2-1 to Leeds United. I think Leeds United are going to bring all 3 points to the table. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've just joined, make sure you go back to the start of the video and you'll be able to get to see everything that was just spoken about. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like the video. The more likes we do get on the video, the more opportunity you get to have in the giveaway. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.